Hello everyone and welcome to a new IK video. This is Ken from 73, and in this video we're gonna talk about my fail in the time ref breaker for the previous week. So I'm gonna show you a couple of reports. For the first 3 days of the event I was ranked first.
Before we go any further, let me tell you guys about the flower campaign that is going on at the moment in AppGallery. Simply, users can earn 10 flowers for each cumulative consumption of 10 euros or other currencies of equal value. Users can use flowers to redeem coupons. There is no limit to redeem the coupons. The more you spend, the more you can get. Up to 20% coupons back on all purchase. All you need to do is download the game from AppGallery. Check the description of the video down below to know how to download it. And a simple reminder, when you creating a Huawei account, remember to choose a European country because this campaign is only valid in European countries. For more information, you can join AppGallery Discord. Also, you can find the link in the description down below.
Until the last day I made a mistake, or not exactly a mistake, I didn't actually make a mistake. It was unlucky to have the RNG not on my side in the last couple attacks that I made in the last day, and I ended up ranking 4th. You can see the difference in damage is not even noticeable in the rankings. The top 4, each and every one dealt 1.8 billion damage. However, for my case here, I'm gonna show you where exactly did I get behind. So this is my failed attack. It is my Earth March. I used Alex, the usual skills that I use on him, and for Charles I used Absolute Defense and Lifelink, and I think both those two skills that screwed me over. And for my Cleo I used Demonic Contract, Poison Thorn, Concentration. For Ken Emperor I used Vitality Touch for the heals. I used Wine and Dine and Weakness. So these are the skills that I used, and I think I used the same skills on this march here. Everything is the same here. However, you can see that in this report, my march dealt 127 million damage. However, in this round here, or in this attack here, it dealt 55 million damage. This is a difference of almost 70 million damage. This is where I got behind, and I couldn't make it to rank 1. I couldn't maintain my rank basically. But this is just the on a side note. The main thing that I wanted to talk about is my main damage march that I used in this round, and it is this march here. I'm using Hippolyta, Kuplai, Sign Duke, Yushitsion, mainly Kuplai to enable more physical damage to the Rift Breaker, Hippolyta to deny the energy from the boss, Yushitsion for the damage. However, the main damager I believe is Sign Duke. This is why I'm using Anger, I'm using Demonic Contract, because Sign Duke doesn't have the best energy regain, so she might have cost, or she might cost one skill under the negative effect of Demonic Contract. However, on the second cost, I believe that she will get the full value of the damage increase from Demonic Contract. And since the fights last for 90 seconds, I believe it's gonna be best to use a skill such as Demonic Contract on her. And you already can see the damage. She dealt up to 90 million damage in this fight. And I'm not sure if this is my highest damage. I believe it is. We check the ranking. My highest damage wasn't the best. I ranked it 10th. I believe mainly because I don't have an immortal such as Matilda that is best being used with Kuplai, Hippolyta, and Sign Duke. So as for the skills, I don't think I've used this march before. For the skills, I'm using Kuplai, Wind Rage, Adrenaline Rush, and Onslaught. I believe Yakia just talked about Wind Rage on one of his previous videos, so you can check it out. However, I'm using it with Adrenaline Rush to maximize the amount of energy regain that Kuplai could get, and of course Onslaught for the additional physical damage. For Hippolyta, I'm using Hippolyta as a tank and damager at the same time. Lifelink plus Absolute Defense, and of course Weakness for the critical damage. You can see still dealt more damage than Yushitsion. However, the main thing is the damage blocked by Absolute Defense and the damage transferred, which is through Lifelink. As for Yushitsion, I'm using Yushitsion as a damager and a support at the same time. I'm using Vitality Touch on him to keep Hippolyta up and being sustainable. he did 3 million here, 3 million heals here through Vitality Touch. That is, of course, beside the defense increase and the physical defense and the magical defense increase. As for Sign Duke, I'm still lacking a skill such as Sniper. I believe it's gonna be a better replacement for Energy Burst. However, Energy Burst still is doing some work. I'm using Anger and I'm using Demonic Contract, and you really can see Sign Duke dealing a whole lot of damage. However, I'm kinda confused which skills to use between Kublai and Sign Duke, because if I replace these skills, I believe if I use more damaging skills, Kublai is gonna deal more damage. However, I still need him to cast his ultimate skill as much as possible to enable the physical damage increase for Hippolyta, Sinuke, and Yushitsuyon. And of course, I'm using a Fire Dragon mainly for this skill here. You know, when they receive a buff, when the Fire Immortals receive a buff, they get 10% damage. That is, of course, because beside the 30% crit value and the dodge value that is being applied to all the immortals. Anyway, this is the marches that I used for Time Rift Breaker Amplify. The last one, I believe it was the magical damage march. This march still dealt a lot of damage. I mean, it was 113 here, it was 88 million here, and I made the change, I think, in the first day. I was using, no, I didn't change anything actually. I used Trajan, Ragnar, Empress Wu, and Zenobia. The skills are, as you can see here, I think all the skills in this march has been explained already. And for Sign Duke, for Empress Wu, I'm using Demonic Contract, Poison Thorn, Concentration, and you already can see the main damager in this march. I mean, the only damager actually in this march is Empress Wu. That is beside the damage that is coming through Lifelink. You can see here 20 million damage through Lifelink here, beside 80 million damage from Empress Wu, and a total of 113 million damage. This is all the marches that I used in the previous week against the Amplify boss. And of course, the big fail with my Earth March. I still feel bad about it, not gonna lie. However, this is everything I wanted to talk about regarding the Amplify boss and the marches that I have used. This will be all for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have a wonderful day.